Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine with Behind the Markets. Happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, April 16th, and I am very excited. We're doing our webinar today at 1 o'clock, so I hope you join us. And you know what I'm really excited about? It's like perfect timing, what this company does and what's happening in the news. And I'm really talking about the Nvidia announcement this week that they're going to spend $500 billion manufacturing AI computers basically in Texas. They're going to invest $500 billion. And we've been talking about a lot of the negative effects on tariffs that are going to happen vis-a-vis our trading partners. The other side of the split screen that we've been talking about is the manufacturing that's coming back to America. Just in the past month, Nvidia announces $500 billion for their Texas plant. Boy, I'll tell you what, Texas has gotten real lucky. Novartis on Friday said they're going to invest $23 billion building manufacturing plants. OpenAI, obviously, $500 billion with Oracle and SoftBank in their Stargate AI project. Eli Lilly says they're going to invest $27 billion. And Apple, of course, has said they're going to invest a whopping $500 billion. Now, all of these companies, and we're going to be talking about this on the webinar today, all of these companies are going to be bringing manufacturing back from places that do it real cheap, like China or Vietnam or whatever. They're going to bring it back to America. So they're going to be hyper-focused on making costs as low as possible to make it profitable to manufacture here in America. And one of the ways they're going to do that is by using technology like this robotics firm that we're talking about today at 1 o'clock on the webinar. You see, this robotics firm we've talked about has a faster, better, cheaper solution. They've invented a robot arm and all these other things that are just better than the current stuff that's on the market right now. And the key when you're bringing manufacturing back is to make it as cost efficient as possible so you can pull it off in America. So this company that we're going to be talking about today at 1 o'clock, this pre-IPO stock, is even more valuable. Remember, this company has patents started by some MIT folks. MIT's venture capital arm invested in the company, and they've gotten $22 million in venture funding from Techstars, MIT's fund. They're partnered with U.S. Air Force. Remember, you need these robot arms to lift things on loading docks and all these other things. And of course, I told you about yesterday, I love the fact that they have experienced management. I personally like CEOs who've been to a few rodeos before I hand them the keys to my car to manage my money. So this is one that I've invested in also. And I see that opportunity as so big and so important. And I see the patents as so revolutionary. And I see the fact that you have MIT people, these real scientists, like really smart nerds, basically, that are really back this thing with a CEO who knows what he's doing. That gets me very excited. But I haven't even talked about the second company that we're going to talk about on the webinar. It's an Nvidia-backed company that is creating autonomous vehicles. And it's not just backed by Nvidia, it's backed by Google, Foxconn, and a bunch of others. It reminds me, Nvidia backed a company, CoreWeave. You guys might have heard of it. It went public this year. And they backed it when it was a $2 billion company some years back. But when it went public, just to give you an idea of the kinds of opportunities that are around in the private market, when this company, CoreWeave, went public this year, a lot of folks got excited because if you're a customer of certain investment banks, they call you up and say, hey, you want to buy this on the IPO? It's going to be a hot IPO. Now, a lot of folks that I know got to buy CoreWeave on the IPO, and they made 42% on their money day one, which is great. 42% on your money in a day is fabulous. I'm not going to sneeze at that. But investors who invested in CoreWeave when it was private made 1,000% on their money. And that has happened with several Nvidia-backed companies over the years. So I'm very excited about what we're going to talk about today on the webinar at 1 o'clock. As you can see, I'm even wearing my fancy shirt, and it's a little bit big. Don't think that's because I've lost any weight. It's because I've gained like 7 pounds in the past 2 months. So I've actually, you know how your closet, you have the small stuff in your closet, the medium-sized clothes in your closet, and then the large? So I went from medium, and I'm flirting with that medium to large range. So I'm wearing a shirt that's just a that's just a little bit big. So anyway, and I'm so excited. Of course, I forgot to bring my glasses. So I am actually going to run home after this video, get my glasses, come back here and have a webinar for you guys. I hope you join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you at 1 o'clock.